1051.
It's Power 1051, home of the Breakfast Club, Angie Martinez, and that hip hop and R&B. It's your main man, EmEz, with another installment of the Sunday Sit Down. I got producer Enoch in the building.
Let's get it.
How's everything?
Everything is great. Everything is blessed.
Did I pronounce it correctly?
You said it great.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, tell everybody where you from. Give me a little bit of the story. What's up?
I'm from Queens, New York. Was raised in Jamaica Estates. Not too much about where I'm from, but it's where I'm going.
Oh, and where's that?
To the top.
Okay.
I'm going to the top.
Okay.
Taking music and really speaking to the people.
Now, why did you get into producing? I mean, from Queens, everybody talks about the drug game and basketball.
Yeah.
Why production? Why?
Well, I thought sports was going to be my thing.
Which sport?
Basketball.
Okay.
Everybody had hoop dreams.
You're a little short for basketball. Okay.
But you know where we come from, people believe in Nate. You know,
I got you. Hey, listen, I had the basketball dreams too. I got you. I understand.
Right. So I thought that was going to be my my way of getting into everything that I wanted to accomplish financially for the whole family and everything like that. But basketball taught me more discipline, and I always had music. I grew up in the church, so started playing drums, guitar, bass guitar. Then throughout high school, I did jazz band, marching band, concert band, and that really opened up my mind to newer and bigger things musically, and it enhanced my talent. So I started transitioning. I said, well, I don't want to do the whole, not to anybody who does it, I don't want to do live performances and get gigs and chase gigs club to club. I want to incorporate my musicianship into production. Okay. Then that's how it started to get really software based, and then bring the live instrumentation.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 21.
You're a young cat. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Now, they say that you own your own EOA production company. How is that for a 21-year-old?
EOA Productions is next.
And what's that? Explain that to me.
It's next. You know, those are my initials, EOA. But it's not about me. It's about the journey, excel over adversity. And everybody who's in the camp, whether it be singer, songwriter, artist, producer, musicians, whatever, it's about excelling over your initial adversities, using music, using art, using your way of speaking to the mass public. So right now, we're excelling over our adversities. Because just to let you know, over my music, like I always tell my brothers, yo, call up 888 or 800 585. We got Enoch the Producer at Power 105, and look where we are a year later, saying that. You know what I'm saying? So that this is excelling over adversities, newer and bigger heights, meeting people who get the picture. Okay, speaking of meeting people, what kind of, drop some names of some artists you've worked with already that some people might recognize here and there. Well, from just a SoundCloud post, you had individuals like Aaron Reed reach out. He said, yo, bro, I love your material. Let's meet. Got in touch with Leon Thomas out in Los Angeles. A host of other people. Kaylani's whole songwriting camp. You know, I've been in communication with them. And just meeting people who are just affiliated, and amongst people you just, like, this industry is so small. Source Magazine did the story. I got a chance to be around the editor for like a few months' time. Story comes out, things get crazy over social media. Sasha Nicole has been really doing the groundwork with EOA and really capturing our whole vision. So it's a big deal, you know, to see how things are growing in a year's time. I've
seen the movement. Shout out to Sasha. She's somebody that I've been watching as well. Now, give me some. You said a lot of songwriting. Do you do songwriting for yourself, or is this like?
I write, but I write more in the light of melody based.
Okay, so it's just beats.
So no. It's like I can speak the melodies into what they should be musically and what you hear.
See, now you're speaking a totally different language. Like you're speaking into I don't understand.
So say for instance, like on my phone, you will hear hundreds of recordings, kind of like you would see Ryan Leslie just go off into a side idea and be like, yo, I hear this. I'm gonna speak it into what the melody should be, or whatever the case may be, and I speak my melodies. So it's like I may hum, I may sing, I may speak it, I may do whatever.
There's a lot of people looking at the TV, at this computer screen right now, like, what is he talking about?
Yeah,
like, what
it's interesting.
Like, I really want to see the process now that you're talking about speaking the melody. Like, that's got to be, you on some Kanye shit, huh? I got you.
Kanye is a futurist, you know, and I feel like if you're gonna speak something into existence, that right there is a progressive move. So that's how I speak the melodies into its fullest form. So you would hear me singing something, it may sound totally shitty if we allowed to.
Yeah.
But then when you hear the full song and I play you back the recording, be like, oh, that's where it came from.
Gotcha.
Right.
Now, give me some of your favorite producers that you're watching right now at the moment, currently.
Currently, production-wise, my producer, Sean Turk.
Okay.
Shout out to Sean Turk. I found him we connected at a session that Aaron Reed was holding in Times Square. It was like 9 of us. And out of everybody there, everybody was dope. But I just saw something in Sean, and we linked, and we got this one record that 2 months passed, and I gave him a call back and said, yo, bro, we got something that I want to collab on with you. And, that's one of the projects I'm going to talk to you about right now. But as far as production, Sean Turk is a hot producer. Shout out to, what's his name? Johnny Benjamin, also a hot producer out of Jersey. Who else? Who am I forgetting? I'm forgetting. I don't really watch a lot of people in their creative process.
Okay.
So, no disrespect to anybody, but those are the two producers who I really watch day to day. Okay. As far as production goes.
So now, what separates you in the whole realm of music production? What separates you from the normal producer or a regular producer? Why would I want your production?
My production, well, you're going to get more so, instead of produced melody, you're going to get a produced story. I'm going to produce a storyline. I'm going to really, in this EOA camp, like the language in which we use, we like to really speak to the art form. We like to use a term called sculpt. My guys will all relate to that. So what we say, we're sculpting this body of work. You know what I mean? And I think that when you're just making a melody, it's simplistic, but when you're allowing somebody to see the vision and to see how they fit into that whole portrait, it makes more sense.
Gotcha. Now, I've had a couple producers on here. Shout out to Amadeus, the question that I'm gonna ask you, and I want a real answer because I feel like a lot of people blame artists and rappers for New York sound.
Right.
What are you gonna do that's gonna help the sound of New York hip hop?
Well,
because a lot of producers want to blame the artist, but I feel like if you listen to Mustard, he changed Cali's sound. If you listen to the producers down south, like when Lil Jon was doing it, he changed their sound. We haven't had a New York producer since, I want to say, Just Blaze, that gave us a New York sound. Right. What are you gonna do for New York hip hop?
I feel like I like the question. I like the energy behind the question. However, I feel like that's such a small term, right? Because Jay-Z didn't say I want to be the hottest Brooklyn rapper.
You're right.
Jay-Z said I want to be global. I want my music. I want everything that I do to be global. So as far as that question, I'm kind of gonna turn down the stigma of just being what am I gonna do to save New York hip hop? I'm gonna allow New Yorkers to enjoy the music that I produce. Let them see the picture that an individual in France may see, and they don't speak the same language. I want a dude in Spain. My producer just flew in from Portugal, and I want a person who speaks a totally different language to listen to my sound. And I can't speak to you. You don't understand what I'm saying. But when I press play, you get it. You see the storyline. You understand it. You feel it. It connects. You know what I mean? So I respect my ground roots coming out of New York. There's a lot of influence that comes from this city. However, I want to broaden everything that I do further on than just the city itself.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I respect the answer. I'm just looking for you producers out here to stop blaming all these artists, man. Give them something to rap over, fam. Yeah. Come on.
Truthfully.
All right, it's a Sunday sit down. My guy Enoch's in the building. Now, moving forward, progressingly in your career, where do you see yourself 5 years from today?
5 years from today, 6-time Grammy winning producer. Way more connections in terms of who I connect with for the fan base, the people I produce for. This is something that production is more of a platform. Right now, you're giving me the platform to be on Power 105. I want to give the artists that I produce for a platform to tell their story, to sculpt their sound. And 5 years from now, I want the connection from way more people that I even see on a day-to-day basis. Social media is lighting up about EOA. Everybody wants to know what is this movement about and how can I be a part of it. You don't have to necessarily do music. You're EOA right now. You're excelling over your varsity every time you come and you talk to the tri-state area. You know what I mean? The people in my camp, my songwriters, they excel over their varsity when they pen. You know what I mean? So this is more of an inclusive than, well, you fit the criteria.
Okay, so what are you working on right now, physically?
Right now, physically, we got a few projects within the camp. We're working strictly on new material, new artists gonna be introduced.
So you're more indie?
More indie, but these artists that I'm sculpting right now, they are going to be signed. I say it on the air today. They're going to be signed. They're going to be well off in the industry, and they're going to connect with.
Do you want to drop the names of these artists?
Name drops. We're gonna drop a name by the name a young lady by the name of Adriana Gomez out of Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
Young girl, 21 years old, absolutely amazing voice. She's also Team EOA. I got an artist coming out of Orlando, Florida, also who introduced me to Adriana. His name is Caleb. He goes by the name of Lub. Got a young lady out of Brooklyn. Her name is Bella. She's also going to be phenomenal. And my singer-songwriters, but one of them is actually an artist. His name is Chance, but he goes by Future. He's also going to be an amazing talent. There's
already a Future. I don't know. You might want to change that.
True. But those are the projects that I have my hand directly on right now.
All right, so I'm watching. I'm keeping a lookout. I'm be talking to Sasha. I'm like, yo, fam, where are these records?
We gonna drop it. We gonna drop it your way. I do everything in sequence and in order. So when we send you stuff, it's worth hearing. Trust me.
Well, listen, people, take a look out. Keep a lookout for my guy Enoch out of Queens, EOA Productions and all that.
Let's get it.
Absolutely. He said 6 years from now, Grammy Award winner. I'm gonna keep you to that.
Keep me to
because
it.
if you do, I'm gonna need a couple dollars. So
let me tell you.
Lend me something.
When I tell you, when I used to press play on my records, and I will always say 800-585. We got Enoch the Producer up here debuting this, that, and that record. Look where we are a year later. I speak things into existence because I'm a firm believer of if it's right, if it's meant to be, I'm gonna be here. So I'm not blessed. I'm not happy to be here. I'm meant to be here.
There you go. We're just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's how we gonna end it, my man Enoch. Right. It's a Sunday sit down. It's your main man, EmEz. I appreciate you for coming by. Give him your Instagram, the Twitters, how to get in contact.
Yeah, definitely. Follow me on Twitter at The Real Enoch. Everything is traditionally spelled. Instagram, Enoch _ the producer. Shout out to the whole EOA camp, everybody in the movement. I appreciate you. I honor you. EmEz. I really appreciate you having me up here.
Not a problem. I appreciate you for swinging by. And listen, I'm going to listen. Okay, you know Sasha. Sasha will tell you.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't play. I'm going to check up on this.
Yes.
I promise you that.
I pray to God that you do, and I pray to God that your email is open so that I flood it with the heat. And
see, now you're talking about flooding my email. You know what I'm saying? He might go too far. Listen, let's cut the interview off now. It's a Sunday sit down with your main man, EmEz, Enoch the Producer.
Let's get it.